Dear friends, peace be with you. Welcome to Living Flame Podcast website and Facebook group. Gospel reflections for Saturday in the 14th week in the ordinary time. Gospel taken from Matthew chapter 10 verses 24 to 33. Jesus said to his disciples very clearly, a disciple is not above the teacher, nor a slave above the master. So, this is a very clear statement that makes us aware that we are not above Christ, or a slave cannot be above the master. But then Jesus' affirmation is very beautiful. He says it is enough for the disciple to be like the teacher. Dear friends, we all must be trying our best, always and everywhere, to be like the Master, our Jesus Christ. When we look at our Master, he said, "Learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart." So, to be like the Master, it is not going to be easy. But then we are all called to be like the Master. Well, if they have called the master of the house Beelzebul, how much more will they malign those of his household? If they ill treated Jesus, they told that he is a glutton, that he is a friend of tax collectors, he is a friend of prostitutes, that he casts out demons because of the head of the demons, Beelzebul. How much more will they abuse us, the followers of our Master? Actually, Jesus says, do not have any fear of them, for nothing is covered up that will not be uncovered, and nothing that is secret that will not become known. So, everything that is in secret, that will be made known. Dear friends, what is our secrecy? Our secrecy is following Christ, becoming his disciples, and learning what he has taught us, trying to be like him. That is the secret of God's kingdom, which will be manifest, it will be open, and we will certainly become victims of persecution. Well, it is a hard task to become the follower of Jesus. But then what he says, what I say to you in the dark, tell in the light, and what you hear whispered, proclaim from the housetops. So we should be courageous in proclaiming the good news of Christ. And that is why he continues to say, do not fear those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul. Rather, fear the one who can destroy both soul and body in hell. Ultimately, our fear should be of God. That is why, right from the beginning of the ministry of Jesus, he always spoke of the Father, that he came from the Father, he is doing the will of the Father, he is doing the works of the Father, he does nothing against the will of the Father. Everything that he does is practically communicated to him by the Father. So here we find a very clear indication to his disciples that we are to be his followers, following what he has learned from the Father. And that will help us to become his true disciples, followers, not afraid of the world. That is why he continues to say, everyone therefore who acknowledges me before others, I also will acknowledge before my Father in heaven. But whoever denies me before others, I will also deny before my Father in heaven. Therefore, dear friends, this gospel passage will enlighten us to become the disciples of Christ and to follow him, and more precisely, to spread his kingdom around us. So we should be fearless. We should be deeply rooted in the teaching of Christ, following His principles, and proclaiming the good news around us. And that is entrusted with us. So ultimately, we should be like the Master. God bless you.